And while I drink my coffee. Do you like coffee, guys? Do you like coffee, Thiago, Maria,
Yeah, a lot.
Hannah?
Yeah,
But
not so much,
sugar-free.
but I like it.
But do you like it or or you love it? Because I love it. I love coffee, and I love sugar-free coffee too. But sometimes I need coffee because I need to balance my glucose because I'm diabetic type 1. So now, for example, I have finished my working out, my training, my exercise, and then when I saw my glucose was okay, not so low, not so, but okay, so I had to drink coffee with sugar to calibrate because of the workout.
You're in Brazil right now?
Yeah, I'm in Brazil.
Coffee at this time?
Yeah, I drink coffee. I drink coffee every time.
All the day, all
day long. Yeah, all day long. When I wake up, I drink coffee.
I used to do that, but
yeah,
I
can't
can't
drink
do
coffee.
it anymore.
I can drink hot coffee at noon.
Me too.
I only drink coffee at the morning and sometimes afternoon. So at night, no.
I'm a little bit crazy.
For me, it's a little dangerous to drink coffee right now at this time.
Why?
Because I really don't I really like to sleep. Like so this time I think it's a problematic way to me.
No, I totally agree with you. Nowadays, it doesn't happen with me. I drink coffee anytime and I can't sleep well, because maybe, I don't know, my routine is okay right now. But in the last 2 years ago, I had problems with caffeine and sleeping, so I had to stop. So I was drinking caffeine only by 2 p.m., or maybe 3 at maximum. So then I stopped. Now I'm only drinking tea.
So tea has caffeine as well.
No, depend on the tea.
Yeah. Almost of them has caffeine. Have caffeine. You need to be aware of what kind of tea you are drinking.
Chamomilla, for example, I don't think so.
Maybe no, but black tea, yes.
No, black tea, yeah, but I don't drink.
Chamomile, no.
Chamomilla, I don't know chamomilla in English, but chamomilla. Endo, welcome. All right, guys, let me introduce.
How are you?
Hello, Endo, welcome, man. I'm happy to see you again.
Yeah,
or no, not to see you. I'm happy to hear you because
yeah.
All right, so guys, Talk and Talk very fast here. Talk and Talk, you all know, is a platform where you can talk in a safe place where you are not going to be corrected, all right, or blocked in your flow of conversation. So here, remember that is the time where you focus on the conversation, you focus on the information, you focus on the funny and fun moment, not on grammar. Now, of course, you can learn, but because you are practicing, you can learn, you are seeing other people talking to you, so you can learn, but it's not the time to correct or be corrected. If someone says something wrong, it's okay. If you can't understand, it's okay. All right, so that's what I wanted to say, and now I will give you the questions so we can talk a little bit. Let me share with you today. But before we do that, Thiago, please tell me a little bit about you. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your age?
My name is Thiago. I am living in Altamira, but I am from Tocantins. Altamira is located in Pará State. I am 36 years old. I am a professor here at Federal University of Pará. And I am married. I don't have kids, but I have 2 dogs.
You have 2 dogs?
2 dogs, yes.
What are the names of the dogs?
Florinda and Bruce.
What? Florinda?
Florinda, yes. Like Dona Florinda from Chaves.
Bruno Chaves, yeah. It was
Yeah.
the person that came to my mind. So Florinda, and the other one is?
Bruce, a German Shepherd. Yes, Bruce.
All right. Very good.
He looks like a Bruce person. And I had another one, Raimundo, but he passed away.
Raimundo?
Yes, Raimundo not.
He passed away?
Yes. A few years ago.
All right. I'm sorry for you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thiago, one thing you like, one thing you hate. One thing you love, one thing you hate.
Man, I don't know. I love my wife. My dog.
Perfect.
I hate this hot weather that I am facing right
You
now.
hate this hot weather?
Yes. You know, here in Pará, we have only 2 seasons. Hot and hell.
Hot and hell.
Yeah.
I've heard that before. All right. Thank you, Thiago. Maria, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, hello everyone, my name is Maria. I am 18 years old. I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I also host here in Talk and Talk in Spanish, Spanish immersion. So, and let me just, I like so much language. I think that's very important to our lives. And to talk and to develop new skills. Being here in Talk and Talk is it's a pleasure. So we have the opportunity to talk, and I like so much. I like to talk, and I fix that.
Very good. And one thing you love, one thing you hate, Maria.
Oh, I love coffee. It's truly good. It's one of my favorite drinks in life. I think that I hate the cup early sometimes because for me it's very difficult. I'm more night person. I like the night and midnight. So for me it's a Tuesday and I have to go to college.
So, all right. Perfect. So you hate waking up early and you love coffee. All right. Hannah, what about you? Who are you? Where are you from?
Okay, my name is Renan. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but I was born in Paraná. I'm 31 years old now, working as a software developer. Now I'm working as a tech leader in the squad. So my free time, I like to ride a bike and going out with my friends and my girlfriend. So I think that's it.
One thing you love, one thing you hate.
I really love to play video games, so it's nice to me. And I hate to wait. I really hate to wait. When I am waiting my girlfriend to dress up, it's an example. I really hate.
All right, man. All right. So you hate going to banks, yeah, because
Of course,
you have to wait.
bank, it's only my cell phone.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Nowadays, nobody goes to the bank. Yeah. Personally, only if it's really necessary.
Yesterday I had to go in the bank, so no, it was really complicated to me.
Yeah, it's weird nowadays, especially. All right. Thank you, Hannah, and welcome. Endel Miller, my man, please tell me about yourself. I love this man.
So guys, my name is Endel Miller. I'm a geologist. I'm 34 years old. I'm a PhD student. I'm born and raised in Goiânia, but nowadays I'm living in Campinas, São Paulo. I love play guitar and sing, and I hate, well, what I hate. I love everything actually, but I think I hate people that do not go straight to the point, go around topics and so on, and just wait. I like people that really be concise and straight to the point and be sincere and be clear and so on. That's something that I love.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it's something important. Be straight to the point. Yeah, it's something important. And all right, thank you, Endo, and welcome. Let's start our conversation today. So we're going to talk about reactions, about the way we react to the things that happen to our lives. All right. So I want you to be creative and think deep. You know, don't try to hide your emotions or to fake. Think a little bit, because sometimes we want to be, no, I wouldn't do nothing. But when something happens, so we would do something, you know. So we are in a safe place, just a reminder. So we are in a safe place. You can share your thoughts. How do you react when you see something frightening? How do you react, Tiago de Andrade, when you see something frightening? You know,
But,
maybe,
suddenly,
yeah, maybe suddenly, maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you are, let's think about one example. What would be frightening for you? Maybe you are taking a shower and you see a cockroach.
no, that's not problem.
Or
But
maybe,
a person that tries to rob me, something like that, I could frozen.
oh, I wouldn't frozen, but you would frozen?
Not about cockroach, but something trying to, a person trying to rob me.
Oh, right. So if someone tried to do something against you, very bad or something very violent, you would
Yes,
maybe.
frozen. Or maybe run out. I don't know.
If you saw,
Not about,
for example,
sorry?
something falling from the sky in your direction, you know, something very big.
Oh man, I think I could really frozen. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Just stop and stay there and looking for it.
And wait. All right.
Yes.
I accept my fate. Yeah,
Yeah.
I accept my fate.
But my reaction
I'm
about
ready.
cockroach, it's use my flip flop to hit it.
Yeah, cockroach is yeah, I use my
Yeah.
too.
But I don't have problem with insects.
All right, it's something I hate. All right, I love coffee and I extremely hate cockroach. Oh my god, wow, I hate them. But okay, let's go. Hannah, what about you? How do you react when you see something frightening?
No, I think I get scared like any any normal person.
You
And
scream?
then wait,
Think about detail things. For example, you would scream, freeze, you know, maybe.
I think my heart started to be to accelerate mode, so to beat in accelerate mode. I would be anxious in this situation. I think I would be anxious, and my heart starts to beat in accelerate mode. I think that
Right.
is what it's how I react in this case.
All right. Endo Miller, what about you? How do you react when you see something frightening?
Well, I think naturally my heart would be beat very fast. That's a natural body reaction. What else? Maybe freeze at some point, like to wait something happen that you don't know. And yeah, that's it. And try to react, try to run, for example, try to think different things and action to do something to avoid a situation, for example, if it's a terrible situation, dangerous, something like that. So I'm thinking it's a kind of, you need to think more very fast, you know, to avoid the problem.
All right. Good. And Maria, what about
Depends of the situation, but I'll be like anxious. My heart will beat a lot, and I don't know. Depends of the situation. I could be, screen, but I don't know exactly. Or, for example, if I watch our fear movie, for example, and I got scared of some scenes, I would be like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. But I'll be a little anxious and my heart will beating a lot. And I start thinking about that. For example, I need everyone watching, because I am afraid of fear movies. When I go into sleep, for example, I will remember, oh my gosh, imagining hearing my bedroom if anything very bad come to me. But that's like the TOEFLs, and everyone has afraid of something, but I'll be anxious and a little nervous, things like that.
All right. All right. Very, very good. I don't like horror movies. I don't like to watch horror movies because I really am. I think I'm a sensitive person, and I feel things, in a very, very extreme way. So if I watch a lot of horror movies, my dreams are gonna be very bad, and I'm gonna feel very bad at night. So yeah, I don't like the feeling. It's not only be afraid, it's the feeling of discomfort. I feel uncomfortable. It's not good. But okay, I think if it's something spiritual, I something that is not so clear, I would freeze and my heart would beat very fast. And maybe I would just stop and try to analyze what exactly I am seeing, But if it was something real, something real, I think I would, depending on the thing, if it's coming in my direction, I would jump and scream, jump and scream, oh, something like that. Wow, what's that? And say phrases aloud because something has happened to me and I remembered my reaction was a little bit like that. Okay, how do you react when you receive good news? Remember, I know everybody smile, laugh when receive good news. I want something from you, very, personal. What do you do? Remember a scene, a moment, a story. Tell us a story. You can tell us a story. Yuri, I remember, one day I received $1 million. No, just kidding. I received some money from someone. I don't know, something good happened and I reacted this way. I want a story. So tell me, Maria, your turn.
I don't think I am not so different to other people, or no, I'm not so different. Like no, I do.
You're freezing a little bit.
Like you said, for example, wow, my internet is a little stable, so and now can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's freezing a little. Now it's okay. Now it's okay, I think.
Okay. So like I was saying, I'm not so different, but something I think is very particular. I'll be happy throughout the day, and I'll do something very happy and enthusiastic. So it's just the one thing I do that's very specific for me. Just be happy throughout the day. So.
All right, very good, very good. Thiago, what about you?
One thing that I do when I receive good news, I do this movement with my eyebrows. But
to make sure, maybe to make sure that it is really happening,
It always happens.
Always
stay this right here.
Very good.
But I stay proud the rest of the day, as Maria said. But I don't do a lot of, how can I say that? A lot of movements. I don't scare, I don't scream.
I know. I know, I understand that, but you stay happy for all day.
Yes, maybe 1 week.
Well, depending on the thing that has
Depending,
happened.
yes.
Very good, Thiago, very good. And Endo, what about you? How do you react when you receive good news?
It's a funny question because, to be really honest, I do not look like a person that gets so excited with the things, even the good things, very good things. Like, you know, the people who see me and I'm like, just like my normal mood, you know, very common. But my brain starts to think, to wonder the situation, like to imagine the future with that thing. So I start to think a lot. And sometimes I get stuck because of it, like, you know, to try to understand what's going on. Oh my God, what I need to do right now, but it's very, very crazy. This is good. I need to do something good. And how can I plan, you know, my future and so on with that kind of good thing. But, you know, if you see me, I'm just very normal and common.
I understand your physical expressions are okay when something
Exactly. Yeah.
but your brain.
Yeah.
All right, it's very funny. It's very funny. So I can imagine you very calm and relaxed. No, it's okay. Very good. I'm happy. In your mind, wow, my gosh, what are you gonna do, my man? What has happened? You know?
Yeah, totally like this.
Ecstatic. You are ecstatic in your mind and, you know, calm and freeze and okay in your physical, in your body. Hannah, what about you, Hannah? How do you react when you receive good news?
It's a feeling of relief, I think. A few weeks ago, I have a cousin, and a few weeks ago, he got a job, and oh my God, I had to say that I really happy for him because he got a job after the pandemic times, and now he have a job. So it's like a rock sticking out my back. So I really happy. So I think that's it. Feeling of relief.
All right, perfect. And I'm very happy for you too, and for he's your
Cousin.
cousin, and for your cousin. Good luck for you and for him. All right. Very good. It's a very good news, man. It's a
Yeah.
very good new information because, you know, getting a job sometimes can be really tough. So yeah, I'm very happy for you and for him. All right, guys. I'd say that I would react in different ways depending on the situation. But my first the first thing I do when something good happens is to celebrate. I want to celebrate. Maybe alone, you know, maybe on my own, but I want to celebrate. Maybe together with other people. It depends, of course, on the thing. But I would like to celebrate and maybe go to a place that I like to stay. For example, I would like to go to a cafe, you know, and just drink a cup of coffee and see people living their lives. You know, it's very poetic, maybe. Yeah, but it's very beautiful too, because when I'm happy, I want to feel it, you know, with my body, with my mind, I want to feel everything. But sometimes I can do that, sometimes not. But I really would like to have time to do it every time I got good news, you know. And the other thing is sometimes I do that. Sometimes I really celebrate right on time, you know, to scream and say, yeah, I said this is, you know, oh my gosh, thank you. And I thank God a lot, you know. I'm not a religious person, but I believe in God. So I thank God a lot. Thank you, God. Thank you. And I thank, you know, the universe, and I thank everything, you know, because I think it's very important to be grateful for things, you know, you receive. So yeah, that's that, I think. Let's go.
There
Let's
is
move
a
on. What?
There is a point that I would like to add here. Before I celebrate something, I like to wait the proof to make sure that it will happen. You know?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's important. Yes.
You has been accepted for one program, so I need to wait. I must wait the letter of acceptance to celebrate, really celebrate about that.
This
So
is
far,
important.
it is suspicious. I need some proof.
I think this is really important, and I sometimes I do that too, Thiago. You know, sometimes I do that. If it's a new, it's good news, but I don't know exactly if it's gonna happen. Maybe I wait a little bit. No, let's wait. All right. So when a client say, oh, all right, I want to close with you. I want, to make a deal with you, and I say, oh yes. No, calm down, calm down. Let's wait the payment. Let's wait for the payment. They're okay. It's paid now. It's okay. I can really celebrate. Do you know some people who overreact? But first of all, I would like you to define overreaction to you. What do you define as an overreaction of happiness or an overreaction of anger, for example? Maria.
Oh, it's simple, but not so simple at the same time. For me, as a person that is very expressive in a big way, for example, imagine that I'm truly angry if someone I would know, I don't know how to say bater, but in my computer, for example, it's this person that are like that, or you broken something and things like that. For me, is overreaction. Someone that is very expressive their feelings and their thoughtfuls. For example, or the people is very upset with something and you kill someone. For example, now in this political situation, if, for example, I would like to represent some, I don't know how to say English, partido, in the way of political things. And another one will be like, oh, a party, for example, are we from 30 PT, for example. And another one will be like, oh, you can do that. You have to be 22, for example, or have to vote in another political. And the people will be aggressive and very express their feelings and be very disrespectful, like everyone has say in your Brazil at this times of elections. It makes sense. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, all right. And do you know the people who you know is that those people that overreact? Do you know someone specific that overreact? Oh my gosh,
Okay.
I know a person.
Overreaction. I don't remember now someone that I met, but probably it's too common to see that. But I don't know everyone now in my mind.
No, so maybe you don't know exactly, because when we know someone who overreact, we don't forget, because overreaction is something very, I don't know, I think we remember, because it's I don't like that.
Yeah, probably in college, access someone, because I do like human science and everyone like that. It is international relations. So when you start the debate, people are very overreactive. Something they are not so cold to talk. Like, for example, I agree with you. That's okay, but if I'm not, it's not a problem. I'm probably those people that are overreaction and discuss, for example.
Yeah, all right. Thiago, what about you? And I want you to give me 3 signs of overreaction. Think a little bit. 3 signs that for you represent overreaction. This action is an overreaction to me. And then you say, you know, some people who overreact.
I don't know, when you broke something and
Very good. When you
all
break
these things yellow with you, the overreaction, I guess, green with you. When some students say something that is wrong and their colleagues laugh them, make joke, I guess it's a kind of a bad overreact. And
good.
maybe when you fell down on the street and people laughed about you, so overreact. And political things nowadays, it scares me a little, and I guess it is a bad overreact. But overreact in a good way, I can't think an example.
Yeah, very good. Very good. All right. Do you know someone who overreact?
My brother tends sometimes to exaggerate about his feelings. I guess he is overreacting about some situation.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Thiago. Hannah, what about you? What are some signs of overreaction to you? And do you know some people who overreact?
I think when a person expresses your anger by breaking things or screaming with another people, or in the case of happiness, when this person expresses your happiness by hugging people or kissing people, I think this is the case of overreacting. And I don't know if I have some kind of people surrounding, in this case, of reacting me. I think I am surrounded by calm people right now. So I don't know.
Great. Thank you, Hannah. And what about you? Do you know some people who overreact? And what are the signs of overreaction to you?
Yeah, I know my father, for example, and my mother, in different situations. For example, something that I think is very common here in Brazil is about soccer. For example, I see the people, very excited with soccer and overreacting all the time, screaming and doing bad things also because of soccer. And I can't see, a good reason to do that. So I consider overreaction because we are impassionate, with soccer in a way that I consider that's not good. And nowadays, we kind of transfer this kind of sensation and behavior to the politics. So it's the same thing, it's a kind of football game. And my father, because of football, and my mother, because something that happened with her, and she started to scream a lot, and I know that's it's good, to see her very happy, but sometimes I don't like the reaction. So I kind of, yeah, they're very good. That happened with you, okay.
No, we are not judging you, man. We are not judging you. And and this is something.
Yeah, and I'm not judging as well. I'm just saying that, for example, scream is something that really bothered me. Like, so I'm happy because someone are happy with some situation or something that has happened, but I don't like scream. That's it.
Yeah, I understand totally. I don't like screaming too. I don't like people screaming a lot, around me. But yeah, I like hugs. I love hugs. So if you are happy, you can hug me. I wouldn't do anything. I would feel really excited and happy and ecstatic with you. It's something that really makes me feel good if you are in an ecstatic movement. I like to join physically, I like to hug and yeah, man, that's right. I don't do that. In my case, when I'm happy, I don't do that, but I like this movement. I don't know, I see something different. I see something beautiful in this movement. I think there's, in my mind, there's something so strong happening, you know, in a vibrational area that we can't stand. I don't know, we can't manage, you know. So we have to express physically. So I think that I'm receiving a good energy in this movement. So I like that. I don't know why, but I like that. All right, so overreaction to me is scream. I think there are good overreactions. Scream when you are happy, and you know, laugh when you are very happy, and hug people. Those are overreactions. It can maybe be a bad thing to some people, and I think it's normal, it's okay, and it can be good to some people. Yeah, it's normal too. It's not good or bad. But I don't like the overreactions, the bad overreactions. For example, I don't like kids overreaction. I have two kids, I have two daughters, and I have always been sincere and honest to them. I said, don't scream and, you know, hit your feet on the ground when you want something, because I'm not gonna do it, and we are gonna have problems. And I love my kids, all right? I'm not an authoritarian dad, but this thing is something that I really think it's a disrespectful thing, and I don't like that at all, you know. So I always say, don't do that. If I say no, it's a no. You can talk to me, you can ask me again, it's your right, but don't do that thing, you know. Don't scream aloud and no, don't do that. No, it really bothers me. It's an overreaction from kids, but of course from kids I understand some things, but from adults I don't like. Yeah, I don't like people who break things, you know, and and do a lot of noise, you know, when they are reacting that thing. All right, let's move to the next one. Do you react the same in public and in private, and why? Think a little bit about it, you know, because for example, if I'm happy, I'm not gonna react the same thing in public or in private, because in private I can make my ugly faces, you know. In public I can't. So in public maybe I'm a little bit more I'm happy, man, I'm happy. Nice. But maybe in private I'm woo, God, and you know, and I don't care about my face. What about you, Maria?
The answer is no. And why? I think when you have to react to bad or no, we'll be a little ashamed. You know, imagine you scream a lot if you're very happy and things like that. But in privacy, you'll be like more safe. Anyone will see you, anyone wants to hear you, and it's too good to react it. And react to bad, for example, you want to cry, it's very shame to cry, and so when someone is there and everyone is there, for example, I'll feel a little shame to. I don't like to cry uh with people around me, even just if it's a case is something very bad that happening, but I think that we're more free and private because the one person who will know it is you be yourselves. Or if you want to cry with some friend that you love a lot and you like to share your experience, the things that happened that were bad, for example. But I think that's shame. Shame is the key answer.
All right, yeah, I understand. We get embarrassed in front of others, right? And Renan, what about you? Do you react to the same in public and in private?
Yes. Yes, I think I'm like a robot in this case, because if I have a good news, I'm like, yay, it's a good news. If I have a bad news, oh my God, too bad. But in the same way, in the public and the private. So I think I'm like a robot and I have to understand myself.
Yes, and accept yourself. Very good, very good. Endo, what about you? The same or not?
Yeah, I consider that I'm kind of robot as well, but in an opposite way. Like, I'm not like very serious all the time, even when I, receive some very good news. So, yeah, I think in public and, alone, I do the same thing. Like, and I'm was, wondering and trying to understand this behavior. Sometimes I think that everything I have done, I have planned a lot. Planned a lot. So when I get this kind of good things, I start to see, oh yes, I get it. So now what I need to do, I planned so much, I spent so much energy think about the things that when I receive the new, I start to think, oh my God, yeah, I got the thing. So I need to do other thing. I need to have other plan to concrete this kind of thing, to build, to raise, and so on.
All right.
That's it. Crazy, very crazy. I know.
No, man. Don't, it's okay. It's okay. We understand you. We understand you totally. Guys, let's do something different in the last minutes. All right. I would like to ask Thiago to answer the question number 5. And then Thiago, you ask the next question, the 6th, to another person. So you can ask Maria or Renan or Endo, you choose. All right. So
okay. So I am not good at predicting other people's reaction because sometimes I am not familiar with this specific person expression or movement. I don't know, but I am not good. So Maria, do you react quickly under pressure?
It depends on the situation, but I'm not so good with pressure, but I'm not. I don't know how to say English, so that, how can I say this? I want to that for example. I'm not like that. I'm just more cold person. I'm not okay. I won't freak out, for example, because I'm more you know not cold. Isn't the right whisper, but I breathe and I increase my productivity. But I could be clicker, for example, when I have to do a work and the end times today, for example, I'll be more, I will be very clicky and I will create some resolutions. But is that I won't freak out, but it'll be a little, oh my gosh, I have to breathe. But I'll do that because you have a end time, you have to do that, I must do that, and something like that. But I have to select another one question.
Yeah, you can choose the next. You can choose the next and you choose the person, but you have to ask, all right? Read the question.
Okay, yeah. Renan, for example, how would you react to if a good promotion?
I got a promotion in the beginning of this year, and I reacted like a really happy guy. So now I am acting as a leader in my team, and when I got this new or this promotion, I were the most happy guy of this planet. And when I talk with my girlfriend, I react in the same way. So I think is that I'm just with really happy, really happiness in this case.
And I'm feeling happy for you, Renan. I love
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I love promotions.
Yeah.
I hope you are doing a good job in your promotion, and your promotion has been a good thing to you.
Yes, sure, totally.
So I'm more happy. I'm happier now. So please, Hannah, choose another question and choose no. The next question ask to Endo, I think. Yeah.
Okay. How might you react if you lost an important opportunity?
Oh man, I would feel very sad. I'm certain of it. Like you will be very sad and you're reflecting a lot of what I did, what I've done with my life and so on. I lost so many good opportunities. It's truly like that because I lost some good opportunity, but I'm good with that kind of thing because I choose. But I had to think a lot and to decide. So that's it. But even though we think we stay like thinking, wondering the situation, like imagine the future and so on. Let me see a question here.
Let me just add something, guys. Before you go and you continue, and
Okay.
something interesting is happening to me in the last months. For example, I use it to be very connected to the lost opportunity, to the opportunity I lost. And I felt very bad. But nowadays, it's something natural. I don't know why this is happening, but this is happening right now. I'm starting to don't get so I don't stick to the lost opportunity so long, So, for example, little things, a buzz or something that that didn't happen like I planned, or maybe a client that didn't become a client really, or something like that. I don't stay there for more than 1 hour or 2 hours, or if it's something very bad, maybe one day, So I respect and I accept. I say, okay, it has to happen and it's very bad and I'm feeling bad and I accept the feeling. And then I'm okay again. I'm not saying that I don't feel, I feel, but I think it's not more, something so hard. But okay. Endo, choose another question and ask.
Yeah, this is a very good behavior actually, like to
But
be
I didn't
relief,
used to be
stay
like that.
relief. Yeah, to stay relief and the life goes on, so you need to do other things and you always have different opportunity. The question number 9, I will address to you. Okay.
All
How
right.
do you react to change or any sign of change in your life?
All right, good question. Man, I love changes, but sometimes I think I get really excited. I get really excited to any sign of changes in my life, because can you hear me, guys? All right. So
Yeah.
I get really excited because I like new things. I like to it's really something bad in some points because sometimes I can't, for example, follow a routine. And it's very bad to me because I'm diabetic type 1. I have to follow a routine, but sometimes I don't like it because I want something new happening. I don't want to do the same things every day. I want something new. So I think I'm very adapting, I can adapt to myself to different environments, but I would like to feel more comfortable with routine. I don't know if I answered well, but okay.
Yeah, very good.
All right, guys, last 5 minutes. I would love to keep to continue the conversation and to ask you a few more questions, but our time is, we are close to the end. And now I would like to ask you, Thiago, how was the conversation to you?
Conversation was great. I had the opportunity to meet you guys, nice people, and thank you for having me here. It was I had a great time. Thank you.
All right. You are invited to join us next Wednesday. Please stay here. All right. you will be welcome, more than welcome. And Maria, how was the conversation to you?
It was interesting to talk about reactions because it's something that's very common in your life. You do that, and we do that every day. So it's interesting to talk and to think a little bit. What is, for example, overreaction? It's good. Oh, it's another thing of the life. So very interesting.
Yeah, basic topic, but very interesting. And Renan, what about you? How was the conversation to you?
It was a good conversation. Really like it. And talk about reactions. I never talked about this. So interesting point, interesting subject. So really glad to be here.
All right, thank you. I'm glad to have you here. So please come again next week. Okay, Maria, too, you are more than invited to join us next week, next Wednesday. I'm always here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. And Edo, how was the conversation to you, my man?
Yeah, first was very nice to have the conversation with you. You know, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I did not attend your meetings. It's awesome, very good, very soft conversation. I learned a lot, and it's interesting to think more, you know, in depth about the reaction. Something that I have never done before. Talking about reaction, but that's very nice to have this kind of conversation.
Yeah, crazy. You know, some topics that are very, you know, very, I don't know, daily things, you know, but when we talk about it, we find deep things to talk about, or funny or fun things. All right, guys, I would like to ask you one last question, but you don't need to answer here, but you need to answer over there. All right, it's like a homework maybe. The last question, the number 10, do you expect any reaction from other people when you give them something or do a favor? I would like you to ask you this question for yourself really deeply, you know, and be honest with yourself if you do that or not, you know, if you expect any reaction when you do a favor or something like that. And please don't forget to click on the link of the feedback and give your opinion about today's talk and talk. I see you next week. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And then nice.
Bye bye, guys.